Okay, so this is the second time I've had to record this because I forgot to turn my microphones on when I did the first intro. I'm Zach Leber. This is the laboratory. Today we're going to try and get the CNC router up and running. I have to get the power supplies hooked in and the communications unit hooked in, and I think one of the bus bars has to get hooked up. But hopefully we can see some movement today. I don't want to rush this, but I'm starting to get excited just to see the thing move because I haven't been able to get it to do anything for 3 months, and yeah, that's been kind of disheartening. But let's get to work. I'm Zach Leber. This is the laboratory. Okay, so I have the power supplies hooked up. I did obviously hit them with some power just to see if they would, power up. They did. It worked out. Now we're going to start hooking the motors into the power supply system and just kind of get things going here. Let's say wish me luck here. Oh yeah, I probably should plug it in. Is that a sign to check everything one more time? I don't know. But if things start smoking, well, at least be able to shut it off. Okay. Hey, we have power. Fan over here is working, so we at least got that right. System starting. Hey! Okay, so we at least have the power part figured out. Now we gotta see if we can make the machine move. So now we're gonna shut everything back down. But things are happening. People are doing them. Okay, so system is powering down. We're going to wait till all the green lights go away on the power supplies before we touch anything. And we are going to check that everything is unplugged. We'll get there, and we'll just pull this guy back off. Nice and gently. We'll set that back over there. Okay, so that's a win. That's at least a little bit of a win. Now we need to get power to the controllers. We need to get power to the drivers over here, so that way we can test and see if our X and Y and Z axis work. I think I'm going to put power to the X and Z first and just see how it goes, and then we'll go from there. So the other day I was actually going through and getting some wiring done, and if I do hit the power button, it does wake up. The DDCS is actually powering up, the drivers are powering up, the fans over here are powering up and blowing nice cool air, and then all the power supplies and stuff are running as well. And even cooler is I was able to get the machine running. I have X and Z hooked up at the moment, and as of right now, if I come in, I hit reset on the board, I can come in here and get her moving, which is really cool. I will zoom in on that end of the table for a second. And the nice thing about this is I don't have the Y hooked up yet, so I can at least test that I have the right idea here. I am going to have to check the parameters on the drivers though. It is moving a lot slower than I need it to. This is what I'm really excited about, is having this pennant right here. Hold this button, go to X, hold that button right there. Z. So what needs to be done today is the Y-axis, the one that runs this rail here, needs to get hooked up, and I have to figure out how to do the wiring on that because I'm going to be running both motors from one driver. I'm just going to hopefully be able to switch the wires, and it might work. I don't know. It might blow something up, but we're getting close. Things are moving, things are happening. I'm getting excited. I think if I take the A plus and A negative and then the B plus and B negative, I don't know if you guys can see that. It's these connections down here. I think if I flip the secondary motor, I can get them to run backward. I could be 100% wrong about that. I hope I'm not, but we're gonna give it a shot, and hopefully we don't throw any sparks. Fire it up and see what happens. Okay, I got a little green light here. I don't know if you guys will be able to see it or not, but yeah, maybe right here. Maybe, yeah. So at least we know it's wired in correctly and nothing's flashing. And now all I want to do is to see if we can bring it to us. I'm a little nervous about this part. What I'm going to do is I'm going to shift it over to step mode. Okay, so now what I'm going to go and I'm going to hit mode again and go to MPG, which is actually the wiring for our pennant. And I'm going to flip this over to Y, and I'm going to slow it down. And I always forget to hold this button. So it's working. And it works. Heck yeah. Okay, so the router is operational now, which I honestly had a lot of doubts that I was going to be able to make this thing work. It moves, it cuts. I haven't thrown a program into it yet. I think it's actually time to start building the control box itself, so that way all these electronics and stuff are protected. And that's going to be a job for another day. I'm Zach Leber. This is the Laboratory. Like the video, subscribe to the channel if you want to keep up with projects like this. I have a lot of ideas for the CNC router table and a couple for the plasma table eventually, maybe a laser. And I just really appreciate you guys being here. Other than that, go build something. See you guys. Oh. I just realized that my audio didn't record. video and subscribe to the damn it. Oh, accident.
There's a hole right through your table.
Oh well.